When the night gets heavy and the road feels long, when the noise of the whole world says you don't belong, when your hands are shaking from the weight you hide, there's a quiet voice whispering, don't stop now, keep walking through the fire. You were never made to live afraid, never born to fade into the shadows. There's a light ahead, even in the storm, even when the sky feels cold and hollow. Stand up, breathe in, you are stronger than the fear within. Every scar becomes a map, leading you where hope has always been. Do not lose your courage, do not let your heart give in. There's a reason you are here, there's a future calling through the wind. Step by step, day by day, even mountains move when you keep your faith in the unseen way. Every broken season, every sleepless night is shaping something beautiful beyond what human eyes can recognize. Hold on, even when the answers disappear. Hold on, even when tomorrow isn't clear. There's a hand that lifts the fallen, there's a truth that leads the lost. There's a love greater than failure, greater than the highest cost. You don't have to run forever from the pressure in your mind. You don't have to carry every burden all alone through space and time. Somewhere beyond the fear, beyond the endless race, there's a calm that finds the tired soul and fills the empty place. Rise again, even after all the pain, like the sunrise breaking through after endless pouring rain. Your story isn't over, your dream is still alive. The world may try to break your spirit, but you were born to survive. Keep moving through the silence, keep walking through the dark. The smallest spark of hope can still ignite a million hearts. One voice can heal the lonely, one heart can change the tide. One moment full of kindness can bring us all back to life. One voice can heal the lonely, one heart can change the tide. One moment full of kindness can bring us all back to life. Do not fear tomorrow, you were built for more than this. There's purpose in your journey, even in the wilderness. Every road you travel, every tear you cry will someday become the strength that teaches others how to rise. When the walls stand higher and the battle feels too real, remember storms don't last forever, and wounded hearts can heal. You are not forgotten, you are not too far gone. There is still a greater story waiting for your soul to carry on. So lift your eyes higher, beyond the doubt and pain. There's a brighter horizon coming after every season. asleep. Keep dreaming, keep building, keep believing in the light, because the darkest hour always bows to the coming of the dawn. City lights and empty faces run in circles every day, trying hard to chase tomorrow while their hearts keep drifting away. Too many voices saying you are not enough. Too many silent battles hidden behind a smile so tough. But deep inside your soul, there's a fire still alive, a quiet kind of strength that refuses not to rise. When the pressure keeps growing and the road becomes unclear, when the weight of the whole world feels too heavy to bear, don't surrender to the darkness, don't believe the fear is true. There's a deeper kind of purpose still awakening inside you. Take one more step forward, even if your knees still shake. Every giant wall before you will begin to crack and break. The rain does not last forever, neither does the pain. Every storm eventually opens to skies of gold again. You were born with vision, born with something rare, a light the world desperately needs. Even if you're unaware, some people lose their direction, trying to please the crowd. But truth is never found in living small and hiding out. Stand tall in the uncertainty, keep your spirit strong. The road may feel confusing now, but you are not walking wrong. Every failure taught you wisdom, every heartbreak shaped your soul, every lonely night prepared you for a future still unfolding whole. There's beauty in persistence, power in staying kind. Miracles often begin inside an exhausted mind. So breathe when life gets heavy, slow down when the world moves fast. The strongest hearts are not the ones that never break in the past. The strongest hearts keep loving, keep building through the pain, keep planting seeds of hope, even in the middle of the rain. One day the tears you cried will water someone else's dream. One day the scars you carry will shine brighter than they seem. Do not fear the mountains, do not run from the climb. Greatness is not created inside comfort all the time. Sometimes the hardest seasons reveal the clearest view, showing hidden strength and courage you never knew belonged to you. There is still a path ahead, still a reason to believe, still 1,000 unseen blessings life life is waiting to release. The world needs more compassion, more hearts that choose the right, more souls that keep on shining, even in the longest night. So walk into tomorrow with courage in your chest. You do not need perfection, just the strength to give your best. And when the shadows whisper that you should give up now, answer with a stronger voice. I was made to overcome somehow. Keep rising through the silence, keep moving through the storm. The future still belongs to those who refuse to conform, because somewhere beyond the chaos, beyond the endless noise, there's peace waiting for the brave who still believe in hope and choice. And maybe one small spark inside your heart tonight will become the very thing that helps the whole world find its light. Slight. Another morning in the fast lane, another race against the time. People chasing empty echoes, trying hard to feel alive. Scrolling through 1,000 stories, searching for a little peace, while their hearts grow tired, quietly begging all the noise to cease. Some are smiling for the cameras while breaking deep inside. Some are carrying silent oceans they were never taught to describe. But even in the darkest moments, even in the endless rain, there's a hidden strength awakening inside every human pain. You are not created to disappear in fear. There's a greater road before you, even if it's not yet clear. When the world says keep pretending, but your soul cries out for truth, there's a voice beyond the chaos, still calling out to you. Keep going, even when the mountain stands tall. Keep believing, even when you feel small. Every step in the right direction still becomes a victory. Every broken piece inside you still belongs in your story. The night may feel eternal, but dawn is always near. And courage is not the absence of fear, it's choosing to move while fear is here. There's no shame in being weary, no weakness in needing rest. Even the strongest hearts sometimes need time to breathe again at their best. Close your eyes for a moment, listen beyond the crowd. There's wisdom in the silence, far away from the loud. You are more than your mistakes, more than all your fears, more than every voice that hurt you throughout the years. Some roads will test your patience, some battles will shape your soul, but storms often prepare people for purposes bigger than they know. One kind word can save somebody, one small light can guide the lost. One act of love and mercy can heal a heart at any cost. The future is not written by the fear inside your head, it's written by the brave ones who keep walking ahead. So rise when life pulls you, understand when the pressure grows. Diamonds are formed in darkness, and the strongest rivers still flow. Do not let bitterness win, do not let hatred stay. The world already has enough darkness, be the light that finds a way. Dream beyond your limits, love beyond your scars. Sometimes the people most broken become the brightest stars. And if you feel forgotten, lost inside the fight, remember even the smallest flame can still defeat the night. There's still hope for tomorrow, still beauty left to find, still endless possibilities waiting beyond your mind. The road ahead may challenge you, but you are built to endure. And hearts that choose compassion will always remain secure. So walk boldly through uncertainty with vision in your eyes. The greatest chapters of your life may still be waiting to arise. And one day you will realize the storms you fear the most were the very winds that carried you closer to the life you were meant to know. Midnight streets and restless hearts, neon skies and crowded trains. Everybody's searching somewhere, trying to escape the pain. Some are hiding disappointment behind expensive smiles and dreams. Some are quietly breaking down more than anybody sees. The world keeps spinning faster, faster than the soul can heal. People losing touch with wonder, forgetting how to truly feel. But somewhere in the silence, beyond the endless noise, there's a deeper kind of calling, still reaching through the void. You were not born to wander, without purpose, without light. There's a reason you keep breathing through every endless night. When fear says turn around now and doubt says you won't survive, there's a fire inside your spirit, still refusing not to rise. Take another step forward, even if your heart feels weak. Strength is often born in the moments people cannot speak. Every scar tells a story, every tear becomes a seed, growing into unexpected wisdom for the souls who truly need. Do not envy empty greatness, do not chase what fades away. Some treasures cannot be purchased at the end of any day. The richest hearts are gentle, the strongest hands still care. The brightest souls keep shining, even through despair. You may not see the future, you may not know the way, but sometimes faith begins by simply surviving one more day. Hold on to what is honest, hold on to what is true. The world changes constantly, but truth will carry you. One voice can calm the chaos, one life can heal the broken. One moment filled with kindness can speak louder than words unspoken. When the pressure keeps building and the to climb. Remember, even rivers carve mountains, one drop at a time. Do not be ashamed of weakness. Do not fear starting again. The sunrise always returns after the longest nights of pain. Some dreams take time to blossom, some victories arrive slow, but roots grow deepest underground before the flowers ever show. So breathe through every setback, walk through every storm. The strongest souls are often shaped far away from comfort zones. And if your path feels lonely, if no one understands, still keep moving forward with hope inside your hands. Because one day your story will become somebody's guide, showing them that even shattered hearts can still rise with pride. There's beauty waiting ahead beyond the fear and doubt. There's a future filled with meaning, still waiting to unfold now. So lift your eyes beyond the shadows, beyond the endless race. You were made for something greater, not just survival in this place. And when the whole world feels uncertain and darkness fills the sky, may courage become your heartbeat and hope become your guide. Waking up before the sunrise, another long and fragile day. Carrying dreams inside your chest, while the world pulls you away. People rushing through the highways, eyes tired from chasing more, looking for a little meaning behind every closing door. Some are fighting unseen battles, some are losing faith in time. Some are standing in the shadows, trying hard to keep their light alive. But listen closely through the chaos, there's still beauty in the air. Even broken hearts can heal when they remember hope is there. You were never born defeated, never made to stay afraid. There's a strength inside your spirit that can never truly fade. When the road becomes uncertain and tomorrow feels too far, remember, storms cannot erase who you really are. You are more than disappointment, this darkness reveals the brightest stars. Keep walking through the pressure, keep breathing through the pain. Every season has an ending, even endless pouring rain. The world may try to rush you, tell you who you should become, but truth is not discovered by running where the crowd has run. Sometimes the strongest people are the quiet ones who stay, choosing kindness in a cold world when hate would be easier every day. Do not fear beginning over, do not fear the climb. Great things are often built slowly, one faithful step at a time. There's wisdom in the waiting, power in standing still, learning how to trust the process, even when life bends your will. Some dreams grow in silence, far away from human eyes, like seeds beneath the winter snow, preparing quietly to rise. One small act of compassion can rescue someone from despair. One gentle word of healing can remind us all somebody cares. So do not underestimate the light that lives in you. Even tiny flames can guide people lost without a clue. The future still holds wonder, still holds doors unseen, still holds endless possibilities beyond what life has been. And though the nights feel heavy, and though the climb feels steep, there's a peace that finds the weary and gives exhausted hearts new dreams to keep. Hold on to what is honest, hold on to what is pure. The world keeps changing quickly, but love and truth endure. When fear whispers softly, that mountain is too high, answer with steady courage, and still I'm going to try. Because every step of bravery changes something deep within, turning fragile hearts into warriors who learn how to rise again. So walk forward with vision, stand tall through every storm. The strongest souls in history were never shaped by comfort alone. And maybe the pain you carry now will someday become the light that helps another tired soul keep surviving through the night. Late night windows glowing softly, city breathing under rain. Millions carrying silent questions, trying not to break again. Some are lost inside the pressure, some are drowning in the race, searching for a little meaning in a cold and crowded place. Every screen keeps saying faster, every voice demands more now. But exhausted hearts keep wondering how much longer, how somehow still beyond the noise and hurry, beyond fear and endless doubt. There's a quiet strength awakening, calling every soul back out. You were made for more than survival, more than barely getting through. There's a deeper kind of purpose still unfolding inside you. When your dreams feel far away and the road becomes unclear, courage does not mean no weakness. It means walking while fear is near. Take one more breath slowly, take one more step ahead. Even tiny movements forward can revive a heart that felt dead. Every storm that tried to break you still could not erase your light, because stars become more visible in the middle of the night. Do not let the world convince you that kindness makes you weak. Some of the strongest people are gentle when they speak. The soul grows through endurance, through compassion, grace and pain. And even shattered pieces can become whole again. Some doors close without warning, some dreams fall apart in time, but endings often guide us toward a greater mountain climb. Trust the process of becoming, though you cannot see the end. Sometimes life is building bridges right where the roads seem bent. One person choosing honesty can inspire countless more. One heart refusing hatred can begin to heal the world. So keep holding on to vision, even through uncertain skies. History remembers people who dared to hope and rise. There is beauty in persistence, there is wisdom in the scars. Some journeys only make sense after traveling through the dark. You are not your worst failure, not the lies anxiety says. You are still becoming stronger through these complicated days. And though the future may seem hidden like sunlight behind the rain, there is still tomorrow waiting beyond today's exhaustion and pain. Do not fear the unfamiliar, do not fear starting small. Mountains are still conquered, one brave step after all. The world needs more true hearts, more people willing to care, more souls who choose compassion when bitterness fills the air. So walk forward through the chaos with peace inside your mind. The strongest lights are often born where hope is hardest to find. And maybe years from this moment you will finally understand. The nights you thought would destroy you were shaping the strength to stand. Another crowded morning, another sky of gray, people chasing distant answers while their hearts slowly drift away. Some are tired of pretending, some are fighting just to smile, Some are carrying broken memories for miles and miles and miles. Every day feels like a battle. Every dream feels hard to hold. The world keeps getting louder while human hearts grow cold. But somewhere beyond the pressure, beyond the fear and noise, there's still a quiet whisper calling people to rise with courage and choice. You were not made to surrender, not created just to fall. There's a strength inside your spirit greater than the weight of it all. When the road feels unfamiliar and hope begins to fade, remember even forests grow through seasons dark with shade. Every storm has limits, every night must end, and the soul becomes much stronger each time it learns to bend. Do not fear the unknown future, do not let doubt decide. The strongest people in history walk through uncertainty with vision as their guide. Some dreams take years to blossom, some answers come in time, but mountains are still climbed slowly, one determined step at a time. The world may celebrate power, money, status, speed, and fame, but none of those can heal a heart or calm a soul in pain. Real greatness looks different. It listens, loves, and stays. It lifts the weak and weary and chooses kindness every day. One word can heal division, one hand can stop despair, one life full of compassion can remind the world to care. So do not underestimate the impact of your light. Even the smallest candle can challenge endless nights. When exhaustion fills your spirit and tears fall silently, remember rivers shape the earth through steady consistency. You are still becoming, still growing through the fire. Sometimes difficult seasons awaken deeper desire. Desire to live with meaning, to walk a truer way, to build something lasting beyond what fades away. There is still beauty ahead, still hope beyond the pain, still brighter skies waiting after endless days of rain. And though your heart feels weary, do not stop now. The future belongs to those who keep rising somehow. Walk forward with courage even when your hands still shake, because brave souls are not fearless, they simply refuse to break. The world needs dreamers who endure, builders who still believe, people who plant hope in darkness, knowing one day it will breathe. So stand firm through the chaos, lift your eyes again. You may be far stronger now than you have ever been, and maybe this very moment, the one you almost gave up in, will become the chapter where your greatest life begins. Just the city. Headlights fading in the rain. Millions trying to hide the emptiness behind success and daily pain. Some are losing hope quietly. Some are tired of being strong. Some have walked through so much darkness, they forgot where they belong. Every heartbeat tells a story. Every soul has hidden scars. Every person carries questions underneath the city's stars. But even in the deepest silence, even in the hardest fight, there's a spark inside the human heart, still searching for the light. You were never meant to give up, never born to stay confined. There's a future still unfolding, far beyond what fear can find. When the pressure keeps increasing and your strength feels almost gone, remember oceans keep on moving, even through the fiercest storm. Take another breath with courage. Take another step in faith. Sometimes survival itself is proof of extraordinary strength. Every tear you cried in secret, every lonely, painful night is shaping wisdom deep within you, turning weakness into light. Do not measure life by status. Do not chase what disappears. Some of the richest souls in history built their lives through unseen tears. Real peace cannot be purchased. Real love cannot be faked. And the strongest hearts are often formed after they have been reshaped. Some roads will feel uncertain, some chapters will feel slow, but roots grow stronger underground before the tallest forests show. You are not forgotten, not invisible or small. Even when the world feels distant, your life still matters through it all. One voice full of kindness can calm a fearful room. One act of compassion can pull someone from the gloom. The world keeps craving meaning, something honest, pure and true. And sometimes the answer people need begins inside of you. So keep choosing hope daily. Keep standing through the pain. Flowers still bloom beautifully after seasons filled with rain. Do not let bitterness own you. Do not let darkness stay. The strongest souls keep loving, even after heartbreak finds its way. There's purpose in your struggle, vision in your climb, and lessons hidden deeply inside the hardest times. your eyes beyond the fear, beyond the endless race. You were created for more than simply survive in this place. Walk boldly toward tomorrow with courage in your soul, because broken roads still lead people toward becoming whole. And when the night feels endless and the stars seem hard to see, may peace rise softly in your heart, like dawn across the sea. Rain falling on the windows, another sleepless night. People searching for direction, trying hard to find the light. Some are carrying heavy silence, some are hiding all their pain. Some keep smiling in the daylight while breaking down in the rain. The world keeps moving faster, never slowing long enough for tired hearts to breathe again when life becomes too rough. But somewhere past the chaos, past the noise and fear, there's a deeper kind of peace still waiting to appear. You were never born defeated, never meant to lose your flame. There's a reason for your journey, even if life feels hard to explain. When the road ahead looks endless and hope feels far away, remember even the darkest night cannot stop the coming day. Take another step with courage, even slowly, even small. Mountains are still conquered by the ones who refuse to fall. Every scar becomes a lesson, every tear becomes a stream, flowing into something greater than the limits of a dream. Do not let fear control you, do not let bitterness stay. The strongest souls keep loving, even after pain finds a way. Some victories arrive quietly, without applause or fame, like choosing to keep believing after disappointment and shame. That is real strength, that is real grace, standing back up again after life knocks you from your place. The world may praise perfection, but hearts connect through truth, through honesty and compassion, and courage that survives the proof. One gentle voice can heal someone, one moment can change a life, one act of understanding can calm another's inner fight. So keep planting seeds of kindness, even if no one sees. Forests begin from hidden roots, growing slowly underneath. You are still becoming stronger, still learning how to rise. Sometimes the soul grows deepest through unseen sacrifice. And though though the future seems uncertain, like clouds before the dawn, there is still beauty waiting for those who keep moving on. Do not fear the waiting seasons, do not fear the climb. The brightest stars are often born through pressure over time. Hold tightly to what matters: truth, compassion, hope and peace. These are treasures no darkness can never truly defeat. When exhaustion fills your spirit and your strength feels paper thin, remember oceans are created from countless drops within. So walk boldly through tomorrow, even if your voice still shakes. The strongest hearts are not unbroken, they simply continue through the ache. And maybe years from now you will smile through grateful tears, knowing every storm you survived was preparing you for greater years ahead. The world wakes up in silence before the sun can rise. Tired souls staring at ceilings with heavy hearts and restless minds. Another day of questions, another climb uphill, trying to hold on to hope when everything feels still. Some are chasing empty shadows, thinking success will heal the pain. Some are building walls around them so they never break again. But deep beneath the surface, past fear and loneliness, there's a quiet strength inside you, still refusing to surrender. You were made for more than worry, more than endless fear and doubt. There's a greater story waiting, still trying to call you out. When the pressure feels unbearable and the nights become too long, remember even broken voices can still become a song. Every tear has a meaning, every scar leaves wisdom behind, and every difficult season can reshape the human mind. Do not fear the storms around you, do not run from the rain. The deepest roots grow stronger through the pressure and the pain. Some roads will test your patience, some mountains will stand tall, but strength is born in people who continue through it all. The world may celebrate power and people who move fast, but the strongest souls are often those who choose love that lasts. Kindness is never weakness, compassion is not small. One gentle heart can change the direction of somebody close to falling apart. So speak life to the weary, stand beside the lost. The greatest things in history were built through sacrifice and cost. You may not see tomorrow, you may not step each day. Hold on to what is truthful, hold on to what is real. Some wounds take time to heal, but healing slowly still can heal. Do not compare your journey to the highlight reels you see. Some of the most beautiful stories were written patiently. You are not too broken, not too late to rise. Even shattered pieces can reflect the morning light. And though your heart feels tired, do not stop now. The future belongs to dreamers who keep believing somehow. One day the pain you carried will become a guiding flame, helping others survive the darkness and overcome their shame. So keep moving through uncertainty, keep standing through the storm. Diamonds are not discovered inside places safe and warm. The world needs more brave souls, more hearts that still forgive, more people choosing purpose and learning how to truly live. And when the night feels endless and your strength feels far away, may courage rise within you like the dawn of a brighter day. Streetlights shining through the darkness, another long and restless night. People carrying silent burdens, trying hard to hold on tight. Some are smiling through the pressure, some are barely hanging on. Some feel lost inside the noise, wondering where their hope has gone. The world keeps asking for perfection, faster steps and higher goals, but tired hearts are searching deeply for something real to heal their souls. Still beyond the fear and chaos, beyond every broken dream, there's a quiet voice reminding you are stronger than you seem. You were never born to vanish, never meant to live afraid. There's a fire inside your spirit that was built to never fade. When tomorrow feels uncertain and your strength feels paper thin, remember courage is not perfection, it's choosing to begin again. Take one more step forward, even if the path feels rough. The strongest people often grow when life becomes unbearably tough. Every storm reveals resilience, every scar reveals survival, and every painful chapter can lead the soul toward revival. Do not let the world define you by your failures or your fears. Some of the wisest hearts are formed through disappointment and tears. Real strength is found in kindness and choosing love instead of pride, and standing beside the broken rather than turning aside. One word can save a person, one light can guide the lost. One moment filled with compassion can outweigh the deepest cost. The future still holds beauty, still holds endless possibility. So keep believing quietly, even when no one understands. Mountains slowly move for those who keep building with their hands. You may feel exhausted now, like your hope is running dry. And stars are born in darkness and still manage to light the sky. Do not fear the waiting seasons. Do not fear the climb. Some dreams require patience before they arrive. In time there is wisdom and endurance, power in remaining true. The world changes constantly, but truth will carry you. And maybe the pain you're feeling will someday become the reason another tired soul survives their own difficult season. So walk forward with vision, lift your eyes once more. There are still brighter chapters waiting beyond this door. The world needs hearts that heal, voices that bring peace, people who choose hope and grace when fear and anger increase. And when life feels overwhelming and the road seems hard to see, may courage rise inside your spirit, like waves returning to the sea. Another sunset fading slowly over crowded city skies. People carrying hidden struggles behind distracted eyes. Some are chasing after meaning through the noise of endless days. Some are quietly searching for a better, brighter way. The world keeps spinning faster, hearts growing tired and warm. Dreams get buried underneath the pressure to perform. But somewhere in the silence, beyond the fear and rush, there's still a steady whisper speaking softly through the hush. You were not created to surrender, not designed to lose your flame. There's still purpose in your story, even through the hurt and pain. When the future feels uncertain and the climb feels far too steep, remember oceans are created drop by drop and deep by deep. Another breath with courage, take another step ahead. Sometimes simply choosing hope is how the soul is gently led. Every scar becomes a teacher, every storm reshapes the heart, and even broken endings can become a brand new start. Do not fear the lonely seasons, do not fear the rain. Flowers often bloom the brightest after surviving pain. The world may celebrate the loudest, the richest and the fast, vulnerable or weak, there is strength inside your spirit, even when you cannot speak. Some dreams take time to grow, some answers take time to see, but mountains are still moved by quiet consistency. Do not compare your journey to every shining screen. Real growth often happens far beyond what can be seen. And though the nights feel endless and your heart feels tired too, there is still a greater horizon waiting patiently for you. The road may challenge deeply, but challenges shape the brave. History remembers those who still chose hope through every wave. So stand firm through uncertainty, keep vision in your soul. Even shattered pieces can still become beautifully whole. The world needs more gentle hearts, more people willing to care, more lights that keep on shining through darkness everywhere. And maybe years from now, you will finally understand the battles that almost broke you were teaching you how to stand. Clouds hanging over the skyline, another restless evening glow. People walking through the silence with stories nobody knows. Some are hiding tears behind laughter, some are drowning in success. Some have everything they dreamed of, yet still feel emptiness. The world keeps demanding more now, more speed, more noise, more fame, while fragile hearts keep searching for something real to hold again. But beyond the endless pressure, beyond every fear and scar, there's a quiet strength within you, stronger than you think you are. You were not born for hopelessness, not meant to live confined. There's a future still unfolding beyond the limits of your mind. When the road becomes uncertain and your courage starts to fade, remember forests still grow taller through seasons filled with shade. Every storm carries lessons, every trial shapes the soul, and even shattered pieces can slowly become whole. Do not let disappointment turn your heart into stone. The strongest lights are often found in people who still love after being alone. Kindness is still powerful, truth still matters now. One compassionate voice can calm 1,000 fears somehow. One hand reaching outward can rescue someone from despair. One moment of understanding can remind a soul somebody cares. The world needs more real people, not just polished images online. More hearts choosing honesty, more souls willing to shine. So keep moving through the chaos, even when the path feels steep. Mountains slowly bow to those who continue one more step deep. You may feel exhausted sometimes, like your strength is almost gone, but rivers never quit flowing, and somehow they fear starting again. The sunrise always returns after the longest nights have been. You are not too broken, not too lost to rise. Even stars must live through darkness before they light the skies. And maybe every hardship, every lonely road you knew was preparing hidden strength already growing inside you. So lift your eyes toward tomorrow, hold on to hope again. The future belongs to dreamers who keep walking through the wind. The world may feel uncertain, but your light still matters here. One brave soul choosing love can change the atmosphere. And when the night feels endless and the world feels cold and far, may peace awaken in your spirit like moonlight reaching where you are. The city breathes in shadows underneath electric skies. Millions carrying heavy thoughts behind exhausted eyes. Some are searching for acceptance, some are running from their pain, some are standing in crowded rooms, yet feeling lost again. Every day becomes a battle to protect a fragile soul. In a world that moves so quickly, people forget what makes them whole. But somewhere past the noise, past the fear and endless race, there's still a quiet light waiting to guide the human heart to a better place. You were never meant to break forever, never born to disappear. There's a deeper strength inside you, greater than anxiety or fear. When your path feels unfamiliar and your dreams seem far away, remember stars still shine brightest at the end of the darkest day. Take another breath with courage, take another step ahead. Some of the strongest people alive once believed all hope was dead. Everyone can teach compassion, every scar can shape your sight, and every painful season can awaken hidden light. Do not measure life by riches or applause that fades with time. Some of the greatest souls in history built beauty through the climb. Real peace cannot be purchased, real joy cannot pretend, and hearts that choose kindness daily will never truly bend. One voice speaking gently can calm a storm inside. One hand reaching outward can pull somebody from the tide. There's purpose in the struggle, meaning in the pain. Some gardens only flourish after enduring heavy rain. Do not fear beginning over. Do not fear the weight. The sunrise always arrives, though the night feels endless and late. You are still becoming, still learning how to rise. Even broken wings can heal and learn again to touch the skies. And maybe one day you'll realize the moments you survived alone were building unshakable courage deep within your bones. So lift your eyes beyond the darkness, beyond the fear and doubt. There is still a brighter future waiting to be found somehow. The world needs people who keep loving, who still choose peace instead of pride, who carry hope through broken places and become a light for others to find. And when the stars appear tonight above the restless sea, may strength awaken in your soul and lead you where you're meant to be. Dawn is breaking through the silence. Another chance to start again. Even after all the falling, even after all the pain. Some are waking with uncertainty. Some are lost in yesterday. Some are searching for a reason, just to find a better way. The world can feel so heavy, like it never slows its pace, and tired hearts keep running just to keep up in the race. But somewhere underneath it all, beyond the noise and fear, there's a steady kind of promise that better days are near. You were never made for giving up, never built to stay down low. There's a strength inside your story, even if you do not know. When your future feels uncertain and your hope feels out of reach, remember storms are temporary, even oceans find their peace. Take a step into the unknown, even if your voice still shakes. Every move toward your purpose is a life that darkness cannot break. Every tear is silent meaning, every loss reshapes the mind, and every broken moment leaves new wisdom left behind. Do not let the past define you, do not let fear take control. There is something deep inside you still becoming fully whole. The world may not always see it, the battles you survive, but resilience grows in silence and still keeps dreams alive. You are not your darkest moment, not your lowest place. keep walking through the pressure, even when you feel alone. Every step you take in courage plants a future yet unknown. You may feel like you are breaking, but you are being shaped into someone stronger than the version fear tried to create. There is purpose in your waiting, meaning in your climb. Some of the brightest futures begin in difficult times. Do not stop when it gets harder. Do not quit when hope feels thin. The strongest souls are not the ones who never fall, but rise again. And maybe all your questions will someday make sense too, when you see how every struggle was preparing something true. So lift your eyes toward tomorrow, let your heart believe once more. There is still a path unfolding that you were made for. And when the night grows quiet and the world feels far away, may hope rise like the morning sun and guide you into day. When the night feels longer than the road ahead, and the city lights fade into anxious thoughts, you keep carrying silent battles alone, trying to smile while your heart runs tired. But listen closely, there's a voice beneath the noise, calling you forward step by step, breath by breath. Do not be afraid of the mountains. Do not turn back from the unknown. Every storm was never meant to stop you, only to show how strong your soul can grow. Hold on, even when your hands are shaking. Stand tall, even when the world keeps changing. There's a fire waking deep inside your heart, a light no darkness can tear apart. You were not created to disappear. You were born to rise beyond fear. There's a future waiting past the pain, a brighter sky beyond the rain. Keep walking, keep dreaming, keep believing in tomorrow. Every scar becomes a story, every loss can shape your glory. When the pressure feels too heavy and the road becomes unclear, truth will guide your every footstep, hope will whisper I am here. There are days you'll feel forgotten, moments you'll question who you are. But even broken wings can heal again, and shattered hearts still carry stars. You don't need to have all answers, you just need courage for today. One more sunrise, one more small step, one more reason not to fade away. Be strong in the middle of chaos, be calm in the middle of noise. The world may try to pull you under, but deep inside remains your choice. Choose kindness when anger rises, choose truth when lies surround, choose hope when fear gets louder. That's where real strength is found. There's a dream sleeping in your spirit, a vision bigger than your doubts. The path may twist through endless deserts, but rivers of peace will still break out. No wall is taller distance. No night outlasts the morning sun. The ones who keep moving forward are the ones who someday overcome. You are stronger than your memories, greater than yesterday's pain. Every season has a purpose, even heartbreak leaves behind rain. And rain becomes rivers, rivers become oceans, oceans become endless horizons, calling your name again. So rise now, even slowly, even quietly, even wounded. Rise with courage in your heartbeat. Rise with wisdom in your soul. Rise with vision for the future. Rise until you become whole. Some will doubt the road you're taking. Some will never understand. Greatness often starts in silence before it changes every land. One day the tears will make sense. One day the struggle will shine. One day the road you survived will become someone else's guiding light. So don't surrender your tomorrow because of one exhausting night. The stars still burn above the darkness, and dawn is already inside. Walk forward with fearless wonder. Walk forward through every door. The future belongs to the faithful hearts who keep becoming more and more. No fear, no chains, no shadow can define you now. The strength within is rising higher, and this is your moment somehow. Dream bigger than the limits, love deeper than the pain. Speak life into the silence and dance beyond the rain. The journey is still unfolding, the best chapters yet to come. So lift your eyes beyond the horizon. Your new beginning has begun. Welcome to Lumiv, your immersive space for deep concentration, calm energy, and uninterrupted productivity. In a world full of distractions, focused time has become one of the most valuable skills for success. This 3-hour deep focus ambient session is intentionally designed to help you sharpen your concentration, reduce mental clutter, and maintain a powerful flow state for longer periods of time. Whether you're studying for exams, coding, reading, writing, brainstorming ideas, planning projects, or building meaningful goals, this soundscape creates the perfect atmosphere for deep work and sustained attention. Carefully layered with soft piano melodies, cinematic ambient textures, atmospheric pads, the music remains clean, balanced, and non-distracting, helping your mind stay calm, clear, and productive. Perfect for long Long study sessions and exam preparation, deep work, coding and productivity tasks, reading, writing and creative projects, ADHD-friendly concentration, morning routines and focus planning, late night studying and overnight focus. Lumiv becomes your silent focus companion, helping you stay disciplined, mentally refreshed, and consistently productive every day. This is more than background music. It's a productivity-driven focus environment built for real performance. This 3-hour session helps you improve concentration and mental endurance, increase productivity and workflow efficiency, reduce distractions and cognitive fatigue. You enter flow state naturally and stay longer. You stay calm while working under pressure, complete tasks with clarity and momentum. Whether you're preparing for finals, meeting deadlines, launching creative projects, or improving your daily habits, this soundscape is designed to support your best performance. Press play, clear distractions, stay fully engaged, focus deeper, think clearer, achieve more. Join the growing Lumiv community. What listeners say, perfect for studying and deep work, helps me focus for hours without stress. Amazing background music for coding. Minimal sound with maximum productivity. Stay focused, stay inspired. Stay focused, stay inspired. Stay focused, stay focused. Stay focused, stay inspired. I was standing at the edge of everything, between the fear of losing and the hope of becoming. The world kept moving faster every day, but deep inside I was searching for a reason to stay strong. So many voices telling me to stop, so many shadows saying I'm not enough. But somewhere in the silence, a quiet strength began to rise, like sunrise breaking through endless clouds. Step forward, even if your heart still trembles. Move forward, even when you cannot see the end. Because the road to greatness was never built for comfort. There's a promise hidden inside perseverance, a miracle hidden inside endurance. Every difficult season is preparing something greater than your eyes can see right now. Do not fear the unknown future. The path will open as you walk. The next chapter will appear, one brave step at a time. When the world becomes uncertain, let your soul become steady. When confusion fills the air, let wisdom guide your direction. You are designed for more than survival, more than repeating empty routines. There's a vision calling your name, beyond the noise, beyond the pressure, beyond the limits others created for you. Stand strong when Darkness may surround you, but darkness cannot stop the morning, and pain cannot cancel purpose. Some nights will test your spirit, some roads will feel endless, but every mountain carries a view that only climbers ever see. Do not give up now, you've already survived days you once thought would destroy you, and still you are here. Breathing, learning, growing, becoming, that means something powerful. The future does not belong to the fastest people, it belongs to the ones who keep walking after disappointment. Keep building, keep dreaming, keep believing, even quietly, because silent faith still moves mountains inside the heart. One small decision can change an entire lifetime. One moment of courage can rewrite your story forever. Do not underestimate the strength hidden inside kindness, or the power hidden inside truth. Ooh, ooh, the world is tired of empty promises. People are searching for something real, something pure, something steady enough to trust again. Every morning the oceans still reach every shore, the stars still shine through darkness, and your purpose still matters. You are not behind in life, you are growing through invisible seasons. Roots grow underground long before forests appear, so trust the process even when progress feels slow. One day, everything you carried in silence will become strength for others. One day, the tears will become wisdom, the waiting will become clarity, and the struggle will become victory. Until then, walk boldly through uncertainty, hold tightly to hope, and refuse to surrender your vision, because the strongest people are not the ones who never who rise again with gentleness still alive in their hearts. The road ahead may be unfamiliar, but you were never meant to stay stuck in fear. You were made to move forward, to inspire, to heal, to rebuild, to dream again. So breathe deeply, lift your eyes higher, and keep going. Your greatest chapter has not been written yet, so do. There was a season when everything felt uncertain, doors closing without warning, dreams fading without answers, and every night carried questions too heavy for words. But somewhere beyond the fear, a quiet voice kept whispering, keep moving forward. Not because the road was easy, not because the pain disappeared, but because something greater was waiting on the other side. So I kept walking through silent battles, through crowded loneliness, through moments nobody else could see. And little by little, the darkness lost its power. Some people will never understand how much strength it takes to smile while healing, to believe while breaking, to hope while waiting. But those are the moments that shape unstoppable souls. Do not fear the size of the mountain. Focus on the strength of your next step. Great journeys are never conquered all at once. They are one brave moment at a time. When anxiety fills the air, choose peace. When confusion surrounds your mind, choose clarity. When negativity grows louder, choose truth. Because the direction of your thoughts will shape the direction of your future. There's power inside persistence, beauty inside endurance, and wisdom inside every scar you survived. The world may rush endlessly, but your journey is not a race. Some flowers bloom early, some bloom later. Both are still beautiful in their season. Do not compare your path to people who were never meant to walk your road. Your story carries a different purpose. There are dreams sleeping inside you, dreams bigger than fear, bigger than failure, bigger than the opinions of strangers. Protect those dreams, even if nobody understands them yet. The strongest visions often begin in silence. You don't need everyone to believe in you. You only need enough courage to take the next step forward, and then another, and another. One day, you'll look back and realize the difficult seasons were building invisible strength. Strength to endure, strength to lead, strength to inspire others who almost gave up too soon. Never underestimate how much your survival matters. Someone out there needs the hope your story carries. The pain did not come to destroy your future. It came to shape your perspective. Storms reveal foundations, and pressure reveals character. So when life feels overwhelming, pause for a moment. Look how far you've already come. You survived heartbreak, disappointment, loneliness, fear, uncertainty, and somehow your heart still chooses hope. That is real strength. The future belongs to people who refuse to quit, even after countless setbacks, especially after setbacks. Do not let temporary darkness convince you the sun disappeared. Morning is still coming, even when the sky feels silent. Keep believing in possibilities, keep choosing kindness, keep protecting your peace, keep building your vision. The world changes when people refuse to surrender goodness. One honest heart can inspire millions. One act of courage can change generations. So rise again today. Rise beyond your doubts. Rise beyond all fears. Rise beyond the voices that try to limit your future. You were not created to stay trapped in yesterday. You were created to grow. to overcome, to shine through difficult times. And even now, with everything you've survived, the best part of your journey is still ahead. So walk forward with confidence, carry hope like fire in your soul, and never forget, the road may be difficult, but your spirit was built to go farther than fear ever could. Another morning opens slowly, city lights fading into dawn, coffee growing cold beside the window, while millions carry silent storms alone. Some are chasing broken dreams, some are hiding unseen pain, some are smiling through exhaustion, trying not to fall apart again. But deep inside every heartbeat, there's a fire that never fully dies, a quiet strength waiting patiently for the moment you decide to rise. So don't let fear write your future, don't let failure steal your name. The hardest roads often lead people to places brighter than they imagined. You may feel lost tonight, but lost does not mean finished. Darkness is only proof that somewhere nearby light still exists. Take one more step, even if your legs feel weak. Take one more breath, even if your soul feels tired. Because breakthroughs are often born in moments people almost quit. There is purpose in persistence, there is beauty in resilience, there is wisdom growing quietly inside every difficult season. The rain does not last forever, winter does not hold the sky forever, and pain does not own your future forever. One day, the things that hurt you will become the reason someone else learns how to heal. That is how strength multiplies. Not through perfection, but through survival with compassion. The world teaches people to move faster, to become louder, to compete endlessly. But true greatness grows differently, grows in patience, in integrity, in kindness. Nobody applauds in courage, nobody notices at first. The strongest hearts are often the gentlest ones. Do not underestimate your journey. Even slow progress is still progress. Mountains are climbed one step at a time, and oceans are crossed one wave at a time. So breathe deeply and trust the road ahead. Even when answers seem distant, even when doors remain closed, even when life feels unfair, something greater is unfolding beyond what you can currently see. Every delay carries lessons, every battle carries growth, every ending creates space for become visible to everyone. The fear you feel today will not define your tomorrow, because courage is not the absence of fear. It is moving forward despite the fear. There will always be critics, always doubters, always people who cannot see the vision inside your heart. But vision was never meant to be understood by everyone. Protect it anyway, feed your mind with truth. Guard your peace, carefully choose hope repeatedly, even on difficult days, especially on difficult days. The future is shaped by people who keep believing when belief becomes difficult. And maybe right now you cannot see the entire path. That's okay. You only need enough light for the next step. Keep walking, keep building, keep dreaming beyond limitations. The world desperately needs people who still carry kindness, who still speak truth, who still choose hope over bitterness. Be one of those people, not because it is easy, but because it changes lives. One smile can heal a stranger. One word can restore direction. One act of love can outlive generations. Never forget how powerful your existence truly is. So rise again tomorrow and the next day after that, until fear becomes smaller than the purpose inside you. The sky ahead is wider than the purpose inside you. The sky ahead is wider than the pain behind you. And your greatest days have not arrived yet. The road was never promised easy, only meaningful. Every mile carrying lessons, every scar carrying wisdom, every sleepless night shaping a stronger version of you. There were moments you almost stopped believing, moments the weight of life felt heavier than your spirit could carry. But somehow, you kept going. Even slowly, even quietly, even with tired eyes and a heart full of unanswered questions. That kind of strength matters. Because the world often celebrates loud victories, but real courage is continuing when nobody notices. Real courage is choosing hope after disappointment. There's a reason you survived every difficult chapter, a reason your story did not end in the middle of the storm. You were meant to grow through it, not disappear inside it. The mountains before you may look impossible today, but step by step, impossible things begin to move. Fear will always speak loudly, but truth speaks deeper. Truth reminds you that failure is not final, that pain is not permanent, and that broken seasons still produce beautiful futures. Do not let temporary struggles convince you to abandon permanent dreams. Your vision matters. Even if progress feels invisible, even if nobody applauds your effort, even if the nights feel long, seeds grow in darkness first. before becoming forest. Trust what is growing quietly inside you. The world moves fast, but healing takes time. Wisdom takes time. Character takes time. And the strongest people are rarely built overnight. So stop measuring your worth by comparison. Different journeys require different seasons. Some people bloom quickly, others bloom deeply. Both carry beauty. When confusion surrounds you, choose clarity over chaos. When anger rises around you, choose peace over pride. When negativity spreads endlessly, choose words that heal instead of harm. Because every choice shapes the atmosphere around your soul. There is enough darkness already. Be someone who carries light. Not perfect light, not flawless light, just honest light. The kind that helps people breathe again. The kind that reminds others they are not alone. You never know how deeply your kindness may change someone's hardest day. A single encouraging word can restart a tired heart. And maybe that is part of your purpose too. Not only to survive life, but to bring life into tired places. To remind people that hope still exists, that goodness still matters, that tomorrow still holds possibilities. Even now, while reading these words, your future is unfolding quietly. New opportunities, new strength, new doors, new beginnings. Do not give up before they arrive. Some breakthroughs happen suddenly, after years of invisible growth. That's why persistence matters. One more day, one more effort, one more act of courage can change everything. You are closer than you think. So lift your eyes higher, past the fear, past the pressure, past the voices of doubt. The horizon is still waiting for you. And the person you are becoming is stronger than the person fear tried to create. Walk boldly into tomorrow, not because you know every answer, but because your spirit refuses to stay defeated. Keep building, keep believing, keep moving with purpose. The future belongs to hearts that continue forward, even through uncertainty. And one day, you will look back at this season, not with regret, but with gratitude. Because the struggle that almost broke you actually revealed the strength that was hidden inside you all along. Somewhere between exhaustion and hope, you found another reason to continue. Even after disappointment, even after silence, even after doors closed without explanation, that quiet decision changed everything. Because strength is not always loud. Sometimes strength looks like getting out of bed again, trying again, believing again, after life gave you every reason not to. The world moves quickly, chasing attention, chasing success, chasing temporary things. But deep inside, people are still searching for peace, for purpose, for something real enough to trust. Maybe that's why your journey matters. Not because it is perfect, but because you kept walking when the road became difficult. There were nights you carried invisible battles, smiling outside while fighting storms within. Nobody saw the tears, nobody heard the questions, nobody knew how close you came to giving up. But your spirit stayed alive, and that matters more than you realize. Every difficult season was building hidden strength. Every delay was shaping deeper wisdom. Every obstacle was teaching endurance. One day you will understand why certain roads were necessary. Until then, keep moving forward. Do not fear uncertainty. Most beautiful beginnings start with unclear paths. The ocean never asks permission to reach the shore. The sunrise never doubts where the morning will arrive. So why should your dreams disappear because of fear? You were created to grow beyond limitations, beyond opinions, beyond old failures. The version of you that once felt weak is becoming stronger every day. Even now, through every challenge, through every lonely moment, through every unanswered prayer inside your heart, growth is happening, quietly, deeply, powerfully. Do not underestimate invisible progress. Roots grow underground first, long before forests appear. And character grows in silence, long before success becomes visible. So trust the process, even when life feels slow. You are not late, you are becoming prepared. The future requires strength, and strength requires seasons of growth. One day, the pain that confused you will become wisdom that guides others. That is how purpose works. Nothing meaningful is wasted. Not your tears, not your waiting, not your struggles. Everything can become part of something beautiful. So choose courage again today. Choose kindness in a world growing colder. Choose honesty in a world filled with masks. Choose hope in a world addicted to fear. People remember those things, not because they are easy, but because they are rare. Your presence matters more than numbers or applause. The way you treat people, the peace you carry, the light you bring into darkness, those things leave lasting echoes, even when nobody notices immediately. One conversation can restore someone. One moment of compassion can save a tired soul. One life filled with purpose can influence generations. Never forget that. The storm may still surround you, but storms do not last forever, and neither does pain. Morning always returns, light always breaks through, and hearts willing to endure always find new strength. So breathe deeply tonight, release the weight of yesterday, and step into tomorrow with fearless expectation. There are still dreams waiting for you, still doors waiting to open, still miracles hidden inside ordinary days. The story is not over. This is only the chapter where you learned how powerful resilience can become. Now rise again, with peace in your spirit, fire in your vision, and hope stronger than fear fights.
There are moments in life when the road becomes unfamiliar, when everything once certain starts shifting beneath your feet, and the future feels hidden behind walls of silence. But sometimes the greatest transformations begin there. Not in comfort, not in certainty, but in the decision to keep moving forward anyway. The strongest souls are not born fearless. They are built through storms, through waiting, through heartbreak, through nights that tested everything inside them. And still they rise again. Maybe slowly, maybe quietly, but they rise. That is where true power begins. The world often tells you to quit when things become difficult, to settle for less, to stop dreaming so big. But deep inside there is a voice stronger than fear, a vision stronger than doubt, a purpose stronger than temporary pain. Listen to that voice, because your future was never meant to be shaped by fear alone. Every challenge you survived added strength to your spirit. Every setback added wisdom to your journey. Every lonely season taught you how to stand with courage. Nothing was wasted. Even the tears, even the waiting, even the unanswered questions. Some lessons only arrive through difficult roads. Do not hate the process that is preparing you for greatness. Diamonds are formed under pressure, and powerful hearts are formed through endurance. So breathe deeply. You are becoming stronger than the storm surrounding you. The fear you feel today will not define your tomorrow. One day you will stand where you once cried and realize you survived more than you imagined. That realization changes people. It creates humility, compassion, wisdom, and quiet confidence. The kind of confidence that no applause can create. You don't need the world to understand your vision. Not everyone can see what was placed inside your heart. Protect your peace anyway. Protect your dreams anyway. Protect your kindness anyway. Because rare things must be guarded carefully. The world has enough noise, enough anger, enough people trying to destroy each other. Be someone different. Be someone who heals, someone who encourages, someone who reminds words matter, your choices matter, your energy matters. Even one small act of kindness can echo farther than you realize. And maybe right now someone is surviving because you chose compassion instead of bitterness. Never underestimate the power of light in dark seasons. Even the smallest candle can guide lost people home. So keep shining, even when life feels heavy. The road ahead may still be uncertain, but uncertainty does not mean failure. Sometimes uncertainty is simply the beginning of discovery. You are learning, growing, adapting, becoming. And one day, the person you are now will thank you for refusing to quit. There is still beauty ahead, still peace ahead, still opportunities waiting quietly beyond this current season. To not surrender before they arrive. Some breakthroughs happen suddenly after years of invisible preparation. That is why persistence matters. Every sunrise is proof that darkness has limits, and every breath you take is proof that your story still carries purpose. So walk forward boldly, not because the path is easy, but because your spirit was designed to overcome difficult things. Carry hope in your voice, carry truth in your actions, carry peace in your heart, and keep moving toward the horizon. Even if progress feels slow, because slow progress still creates powerful future. The world changes through people who refuse to stop believing in goodness. Be one of those people and let your life become proof that even after the hardest storms, hope can still rise again.
The world keeps spinning faster. Crowded streets, restless minds, endless noise filling the air. And somewhere in the middle of it all, you've been trying to stay strong. Trying to hold together dreams that nobody else fully understands. Trying to smile through pressure while carrying invisible weight inside. But listen carefully. You are stronger than the fear chasing your thoughts, stronger than the failures behind you, stronger than the voices that told you to stop believing. Because something powerful happens when a tired heart chooses hope again. That choice changes everything. Every sunrise carries another chance, another opportunity to begin again, another reminder that darkness never lasts forever. Storms may arrive unexpectedly, but storms also leave behind clearer skies. Do not let temporary pain convince you that your future is broken. The road ahead still holds beauty, still holds purpose, still holds moments that will make all this struggle meaningful. You may not see it yet, but growth is happening beneath the surface. Quietly, patiently, like roots growing underground before forests touch the sky. Never underestimate silent progress. Some victories happen inside the soul, long before the world notices anything changing. And maybe right now, you are becoming stronger in ways no mirror can reflect that matters. The strongest people are not those who avoid pain, but those who carry compassion, even after pain touches their lives. The world desperately needs more kindness, more honesty, more people willing to stand for truth. Be one of those people. Not because it is easy, but because light becomes most visible in dark places. You never know who is watching your resilience, who is learning from your courage, who is surviving today. Because your story inspired them not to quit. That is the hidden power of perseverance. One life filled with hope can influence countless others. So keep going. Even when answers feel distant, even when progress feels slow, even when the future feels uncertain, uncertainty does not mean defeat. It means the story is still unfolding. Some of the greatest moments in life begin after seasons of confusion. Do not fear the process. Transformation often feels uncomfortable before it becomes beautiful. The pressure you feel today may be preparing you for opportunities greater than you imagined. One day you will look back at this season and realize it built wisdom you could not have learned any other way. Until then, choose faith over fear, choose vision over limitation, choose peace over chaos, and protect your heart carefully. Not every voice deserves access to your dreams. Some people only understand what already exists, but visionaries see possibilities before the world catches up. Keep believing anyway. The path may not be easy, but difficult roads often lead to extraordinary destinations. There are still doors waiting to open, still people waiting to meet you, still moments waiting to change your life forever. Do not stop before they arrive. Your story still carries meaning, your voice still carries influence, your future still carries promise. No setback can erase that. So rise again tonight. Rise beyond old fears, rise beyond exhaustion, rise beyond the limits others try to place on your life. You are not meant to stay trapped in yesterday. You are meant to move forward with wisdom in your mind, peace in your spirit, and fire inside your dreams. The horizon ahead is wider than the pain behind you, and the best chapters of your life are still waiting to be written. H. There are days when the weight of life feels endless, when responsibilities grow heavier and silence becomes louder than words. Days when your mind keeps racing, but your heart feels exhausted. Days when smiling becomes difficult and hope feels far away. But even then, something inside you keeps breathing, keeps believing, keeps reaching toward tomorrow. That quiet persistence is more powerful than you know. Because strength is not always visible. Sometimes strength is simply refusing to give up on yourself. The world may never see the battles you fight internally, the pressure, the loneliness, the fear of failing, the nights you stayed awake, trying to hold everything together. But your unseen courage still matters. Every step forward counts, even small ones, especially small ones. Mountains are climbed slowly, ocean waves shape stone gradually, and strong souls are built through consistent endurance. Do not rush your growth. Some seasons are meant to develop patience, some are meant to build wisdom, and some are meant to reveal how resilient you truly are. Right now, even if you cannot fully see it, you are becoming someone stronger, not colder, not harder, but wiser, calmer, more grounded in truth. The pain you survived did not arrive to destroy you. It arrived to refine you. And one day, you will recognize how much strength was born inside the struggle. Do not compare your timeline to anyone else's journey. Different dreams bloom differently. Some rise quickly, others rise deeply. What matters most is that you continue growing. Even in silence, even without recognition, even when progress feels invisible. Because invisible progress still changes your future. There is a purpose inside perseverance. There is beauty inside staying kind in a world becoming harsh. And there is incredible power in people who continue choosing hope after disappointment. Be one of those people. Carry peace into chaos. Carry truth into confusion. Carry compassion into hurting places. The world remembers those things. Not the loudest voices, but the most genuine hearts. One act of kindness can restart someone's faith in humanity. One honest conversation can change a life forever. Never underestimate the impact of your presence. Even now, somebody may be finding strength because you refuse to quit. That is how light spreads. Quietly, steadily, powerfully. The future ahead of you is still unwritten. There are opportunities you have not imagined yet. People you have not met yet. Moments of joy still waiting to arrive. Do not let temporary darkness convince you the story is over. This chapter is not the end. Sometimes life removes certainty so you can discover courage. And courage changes everything. It transforms fear into movement, pain into wisdom, and ordinary people into living proof that resilience can overcome almost anything. So breathe deeply tonight. Release the pressure of perfection. You do not need to have everything figured out to keep moving forward. You only need enough hope for the next step, and then the next. That is how journeys are completed, one faithful moment at a time. The horizon ahead still holds beauty, still holds purpose, still holds dreams, waiting patiently for your arrival. So rise again tomorrow, with fire in your heart, peace in your soul, and vision stronger than fear, because the world still needs people who refuse to surrender goodness. And your story is far from finished, boy. Late at night, when the world finally grows quiet, you can hear the thoughts you tried to ignore all day. Questions about the future, questions about purpose, questions about whether all this struggle will someday make sense. And maybe lately, you've been caring more than anyone realizes, smiling in public while fighting battles privately, trying to stay hopeful while feeling exhausted inside. But listen carefully. The fact that you are still here, still trying, still searching for light means something powerful. Because many people stop dreaming long before they stop breathing. Do not become one of them. There is still greatness hidden inside your story. Even if life has been difficult, even if disappointment visited repeatedly, even if fear has followed you for years, fear does not own your future. It only tries to delay it. Every challenge you survived added another layer of strength. Every painful season built deeper wisdom, and every lonely night taught you endurance. Nothing was wasted. Not the tears, not the waiting, not the silence. Sometimes life prepares people quietly before revealing where they truly belong. That is why patience matters. The strongest trees grow slowly, with roots deep enough to survive heavy storms. You are growing roots right now, even if nobody sees it yet. Do not let invisible progress make you doubt your journey. Some transformations happen internally, long before they appear externally. One day, people will notice your strength without ever understanding how much pain created it. And maybe that is okay. Not everyone needs to understand your process. They only need to witness the light that emerged from it. So keep protecting your peace, keep guarding your vision, and keep moving forward, even when certainty feels distant. The road ahead may seem unclear, but clarity often arrives through movement. Doors open for people who continue walking, not for those who surrender too soon. There is still hope ahead, still healing ahead, still opportunities waiting quietly beyond this current chapter. Do not stop before reaching them. The world is filled with distractions, people chasing approval, people hiding behind appearances, people forgetting what truly matters. But deep inside, every human soul still longs for truth, for connection, for genuine peace. Be someone who carries those things. Carry honesty in your words. Carry kindness in your actions. Carry calmness into chaotic places. People remember how you make them feel long after they forget everything else. One encouraging moment can stay with someone for years. One compassionate choice can interrupt someone's darkness. Never underestimate the power of gentle strength. The future does not belong only to the loudest voices. It also belongs to the steady hearts who continue choosing goodness when bitterness would be easier. Be one of those hearts. The pressure you feel today will not last forever. Morning always returns, storms always pass, and healing always begins the moment people refuse to quit. So breathe deeply and release the fear that everything depends on perfection. It does not. You are allowed to grow slowly. You are allowed to learn gradually. You are allowed to rebuild one step at a time. What matters most is that you keep moving, because your story still matters. Your dreams still matter. Your future still matters. And somewhere beyond this difficult season, a new chapter is already waiting. One filled with peace, purpose, wisdom, and the kind of joy that only resilient hearts truly understand.
The sun still rises, even after the longest night. The ocean still moves forward even through violent storms. And somehow, the human heart still searches for hope, even after being broken many times. Maybe that's the miracle of resilience, the ability to continue when everything inside you feels tired. There were moments you thought the pressure would defeat you, moments the silence felt unbearable, moments you questioned whether your dreams still mattered. But look at you now, still breathing, still standing, still searching for light. That alone is proof there is strength inside you, greater than fear ever expected. The world often teaches people to hide weakness, to pretend everything is perfect, to measure worth by success alone. But real strength is different. Real strength is honesty. Real strength is kindness after pain. Real strength is getting back up without becoming bitter. That kind of strength changes lives. You never know who is watching your perseverance, who is learning from your courage, who is surviving today, because your story reminded them not to give up. Every difficult season carries hidden lessons. Some teach patience, some teach wisdom, and some reveal how powerful your spirit truly is. Do not hate the seasons that developed your endurance. Without storms, even the strongest trees would never grow deep roots. And maybe right now you are growing roots strong enough for the future ahead. Trust the process. Even when progress feels invisible, even when answers arrive slowly, even when life feels uncertain, uncertainty does not mean failure. beginning of a greater direction. The road ahead may not be easy, but easy roads rarely create extraordinary people. Pressure reveals character, challenges reveal priorities, and difficult moments reveal what truly matters inside the heart. So protect your peace carefully. Not every opinion deserves space inside your mind. Some voices create fear, others create clarity. Choose carefully which ones you follow. The future belongs to people who continue moving forward, even when the path feels unfamiliar, especially then, because courage is not certainty. Courage is movement despite uncertainty. One step at a time, one decision at a time, one act of faith inside your heart at a time. That is how dreams survive. Do not compare your journey to someone else's timeline. Some stories bloom quickly, others bloom deeply. Both are valuable. Your path is unfolding uniquely, with lessons only you could carry. One day, the struggles you faced will become wisdom you share, and the pain you survived will become strength for others. Nothing meaningful is wasted. Not the waiting, not the heartbreak, not the lonely nights, not the silent prayers inside your soul. Everything can become part of something beautiful. So rise again today. Rise above old fears, rise above self-doubt, rise above the voices that try to limit your future. You were created for more than survival alone. You were created to inspire, to heal, to grow, to become light in difficult places. And even now, while life still feels uncertain, your future is quietly unfolding. New beginnings are approaching. New strength is forming. New doors are waiting to open. Do not quit before they arrive. The horizon ahead is wider than your fears, brighter than your past, and filled with possibilities you have not even imagined yet. So walk forward with courage. Carry peace inside your spirit, and keep believing that the best chapters of your life are still waiting ahead. Some journeys begin with confidence. Others begin with uncertainty. With trembling hands, restless thoughts, and hearts carrying invisible weight. But every meaningful journey begins with one decision: to move forward anyway. Even when the future feels unclear, even when fear whispers louder than hope, even when the world says, maybe you should stop trying. Because deep inside, there's still a dream alive, a vision refusing to disappear, a quiet fire surviving every storm. Protect that fire. The world can become cold sometimes. People lose hope, promises break, and kindness feels rare. But rare things are powerful. One honest heart can restore faith in many others. One courageous life can inspire generations. Never underestimate the impact of your resilience. The nights you survive silently, the battles nobody saw, the moments you chose peace instead of giving up completely. Those moments shaped you, not into it does not have to harden them. You can go through darkness and still choose light. That's true strength. The strongest souls are not those untouched by suffering, but those who continue loving after suffering visited their lives. So keep your heart open, even in difficult seasons. Not everyone will understand your journey. Some people only recognize success after the struggle is over. But growth happens long before applause arrives. Roots deepen underground before forests rise into the sky. Trust what is happening quietly inside you. You are becoming stronger, more patient, more thoughtful, more prepared for what lies ahead. Even if progress feels slow, slow growth still matters. The sunrise does not rush, the ocean does not panic, and nature never doubts its own timing. Learn from that. Your story is unfolding exactly one chapter at a time. And maybe this chapter is teaching endurance, teaching perspective, teaching you how to stand calmly while the world around you shakes. That lesson is priceless. There will always be distractions, voices telling you to compare yourself to people walking different paths. Do not lose yourself that way. Your purpose was never meant to look identical to someone else's. Different roads create different strengths, and the future needs what only your journey can produce. So continue forward, even if your steps are small, even if your confidence feels fragile, even if the answers are incomplete. Movement creates momentum, and momentum creates transformation. One brave decision today can change your entire future tomorrow. Do not quit too early. There are still people waiting to hear your story. Still lives waiting to be encouraged by your perseverance. Still dreams waiting to become reality. The chapter you are living now will not last forever. Storms eventually pass, night eventually ends, and healing eventually begins. Hold on to that truth. The pressure you feel now is temporary, but the strength being built inside you can last a lifetime. So breathe deeply tonight. Release the weight of perfection. You do not need to have every answer to continue walking forward. You only need enough courage for the next step, and then another. That is how mountains are climbed. That is how futures are changed. That is how ordinary people become extraordinary examples of hope. The horizon ahead still holds beauty, still holds peace, still holds opportunities beyond imagination. So rise again tomorrow with calmness in your spirit, truth in your heart, and vision brighter than fear. Because your story is still becoming something beautiful, Asian. There are battles nobody else can see. The quiet pressure behind your smile, the endless thoughts keeping you awake at night, the fear of failing while trying to carry everyone else. And sometimes you wonder how much longer you can keep going, but somehow morning keeps finding you again. A new sunrise, a new breath, a new chance to begin one more time. That is not weakness, that is resilience. The world often celebrates perfection, but perfection has never changed lives. Hope changes lives. Compassion changes lives. People who refuse to quit change lives. Be one of those people, not because it is easy, but because the world desperately needs more light, more truth, more hearts willing to keep loving, even after disappointment. You may not realize it yet, but your survival already carries meaning. Every difficult chapter has been shaping something inside you. Patience, wisdom, empathy, strength. The kind of strength that cannot be bought or taught quickly, only live through. There will always be storms, moments where the future feels uncertain, moments where fear becomes louder than your confidence. But storms reveal foundations, and every challenge you survived proved that your foundation is stronger than you thought. Do not let temporary darkness define permanent possibilities. The future ahead of you is still unfolding. There are conversations you have not had yet, opportunities you have not discovered yet, people whose lives will change because you chose not to give up. That matters deeply. One person carrying hope can influence thousands. And maybe the reason you survived certain seasons was because one day you would help someone else survive theirs. Pain can become purpose if you allow wisdom to grow from it. That is how healing multiplies. Not through pretending life is easy, but through becoming light inside difficult places. The strongest hearts are often the gentlest ones. The people who understand suffering usually become the people who know how to bring peace. So protect your heart carefully. Do not let bitterness live there. Do not let fear control it. Do not let comparison steal your joy. Your journey is unique. Some people bloom early, others bloom slowly, but slow growth still creates beautiful things. Trees that live the longest usually grow the deepest roots, and deep roots survive strong winds. Maybe that is what this season is building inside you now. Depth. The world has enough shallow things already. Be someone real, someone honest, someone calm enough to bring peace into chaos. People remember those souls long after success fades, long after trends disappear. Integrity lasts, kindness lasts, truth lasts, and so does hope. Never underestimate the power of simply continuing. One more day, one more step, one more act of courage can completely change your future. You are closer than you think. So breathe deeply tonight and release the fear that you are falling behind. You are not behind. You are learning, growing, preparing, becoming. And one day you will look back at the nights you almost quit and feel grateful you kept moving your arrival. So rise again tomorrow with confidence in your spirit, fire inside your vision, and hope stronger than fear. The story is not over yet.
Sometimes life becomes heavy without warning. One moment you are hopeful, the next moment you are carrying questions too deep for words. Questions about the future, about purpose, about whether your dreams still matter in a world moving so fast. And maybe lately, you've been feeling tired. Not physically alone, but emotionally, spiritually, mentally exhausted. Trying to stay strong while silently fighting battles nobody else fully understands. But even now, there's still something alive inside you. A quiet determination, a small light refusing to disappear, a voice whispering softly, "Keep going." Listen to that voice. Because some of the strongest people in history were once people who almost gave up. The difference was, they kept walking. One more step, one more sunrise, one more decision to believe that tomorrow could still become beautiful. And eventually, it did. The road ahead may feel uncertain, but uncertainty does not mean failure. Sometimes uncertainty is simply proof that your story is still being written. Do not fear unfinished chapters. The most meaningful stories take time to unfold. Every difficult season has been teaching you something. Patience during waiting, wisdom during confusion, compassion through pain, strength through endurance. Nothing was wasted. Not the tears, not the sleepless nights, not the disappointments, not the silent struggles. All of it shaped you. And one day, you will realize the pressure that almost broke you actually revealed the strength hidden inside you all along. That is how growth happens, quietly, slowly, deeply, like roots underground preparing trees to survive future storms. So trust the process, even when progress feels invisible. Invisible growth still changes everything. The world often focuses on instant success, instant results, instant recognition. But the strongest foundations are built gradually. Do not rush becoming who you are meant to be. Real transformation requires time. And maybe right now, you are becoming someone capable of carrying greater purpose than you imagined before. There's still hope ahead, still people waiting to hear your story, still lives waiting to be inspired by your resilience, still opportunities waiting beyond the fear you feel today. Do not quit before reaching them. Your existence matters more than you realize. One encouraging word can heal someone's invisible wounds. One honest act of kindness can restore someone's faith again. That is how light spreads. Not always loudly, but powerfully. The future belongs to people who continue choosing hope, even after disappointment, especially after disappointment. Because resilience creates wisdom, and wisdom creates peace. So guard your heart carefully. Do not allow bitterness to steal your compassion.
Do not allow fear to silence your vision. And do not allow temporary struggles to convince you that permanent dreams are impossible. They are not. You are capable of more than your doubts suggest. More growth, more healing, more courage, more impact, more purpose. And somewhere beyond this season, a new beginning is already forming. A chapter filled with clarity, strength, peace, and the kind of joy that only resilient souls truly understand. So breathe deeply tonight. Release yesterday's weight. Lift your eyes toward tomorrow and keep moving forward with quiet confidence. Because even after every storm, the sky still remembers how to shine again.
When the night gets heavy and the city lights blur through tired eyes, when the noise of the world keeps calling louder and silence feels hard to find, there's a quiet voice beyond the chaos, telling every broken heart to breathe again. You don't have to carry every shadow. You don't have to walk the endless road alone. Even when the future looks uncertain, there is still a light leading you home. Hold on through the storms that shake your soul. Hold on. Every tear becomes a river, every scar becomes a story, and every lost dream can rise again tonight. When the pressure keeps building and your mind feels trapped inside the race, when expectations become mountains and hope feels distant every day, there's a deeper truth inside your heartbeat calling you toward something more. Not every closed door means the ending. Not every silence means goodbye. Sometimes the darkest roads reveal the strongest fire inside your life. Keep believing, even when nobody understands. Keep reaching, even when your hands feel weak, because the stars were never made to shine only on perfect people. They shine for every storm. Still searching in the dark. You were born for more than survival, more than endless fear and empty trends, more than chasing temporary moments that disappear like smoke in the wind. There's a purpose written deep within you, a vision waiting to awaken. Step by step, breath by breath, you are becoming stronger. Heart by heart, dream by dream, you are learning how to rise. And when the world says give up, may your spirit whisper one more time. When the road grows cold and lonely, may courage become your guide. Because the strongest people are not the ones who never fall, but the ones who keep standing after every storm. There's a place beyond confusion, beyond anxiety and fear, calm that no darkness can steal, a peace louder than the noise. And someday you will look behind you and realize every battle shaped your wings. So don't let your hope disappear.
Don't trade your soul for empty applause. Don't forget the beauty inside kindness, the power inside truth, the freedom inside love, the strength inside staying sincere. Never meant to die. And somewhere beyond the noise, beyond the fear, beyond the endless rushing world, a gentle peace is still waiting for you. In a world that never slows down, where everybody's chasing something, running through crowded streets with invisible weight on their shoulders, there's a quiet place hidden inside the soul, where fear loses its voice. When your heart feels tired, and your thoughts become too loud, when tomorrow looks uncertain, and the road ahead disappears in the rain, remember this: you were never created to live without hope. Every sunrise whispers a new beginning. Every breath carries another chance. Even after the longest winter, flowers still find a way to bloom again. So don't let the darkness convince you that your story is ending here. Some of the brightest futures are born in the middle of broken nights. Take one more step, even if it's small. Take one more dream, even if the world laughs, because mountains are moved one quiet moment at a time. There's strength hidden in gentle hearts, power hidden in kindness, wisdom hidden in silence, and beauty hidden in scars. The world may overlook soft souls, but they are the ones who change everything. You don't need to become someone else to be worthy of love. You don't need louder fame to prove your value. The truest light often shines without making noise. Some people search everywhere for peace, in money, in applause, in temporary distractions. But real peace begins when the soul learns how to rest again. Tonight, lay down every fear you've been carrying, every regret, every invisible burden. You were never meant to carry the whole world alone. The future is not against you. Life is not finished with you. There are still beautiful moments ahead, still unexpected miracles waiting quietly, still people who will smile because you existed. One day, you'll realize the delays protected you, the closed doors redirected you, the pain strengthened you, and the waiting prepared you for something greater than you imagined. So keep walking forward, even slowly, even trembling, even through uncertainty, because courage is not the absence of fear, it's choosing to continue anyway. When the night feels endless, look at the stars. They only shine in darkness, and maybe that's why some of the strongest souls are shaped through difficult seasons. Your voice matters, your dreams matter, your kindness matters, even if the world doesn't always notice immediately. The smallest light can still guide someone home. There is a deeper meaning beyond success, beyond popularity, beyond temporary attention. A life filled with truth, compassion, and sincerity will always leave the strongest legacy. So breathe again tonight, hope again tonight, dream again tonight. Trust that better days are still coming, even now. New strength is growing quietly inside you. And when the world becomes too heavy, may you remember this simple truth: you are not abandoned in the storm. There is still a way forward, still a reason to rise, still a future filled with light. Somewhere beyond the endless noise, beyond the pressure and the racing clocks, there's a quiet truth calling your name, softly, patiently, like sunlight reaching through the clouds after rain. Maybe you've been smiling for too long, while hiding storms nobody sees. Maybe your heart has been carrying questions too deep to explain with words. But even now, there is still hope breathing inside you. The world keeps telling people to hurry, to become more, to achieve more, to prove more. But the soul was never designed to survive without peace. So close your eyes for a moment, listen beyond the chaos. There's still beauty in the small things. Warm coffee on a cold morning, a stranger's kindness, the ocean moving endlessly, the sky changing colors at sunset. Little reminders that life is still alive. You are not late, you are not forgotten, you are not falling behind. Different journeys bloom in different seasons, and some of the strongest hearts grow slowly in silence. Every scar tells a story of survival. Every tear proves you care deeply. Every lonely night was shaping strength inside you, even when you couldn't see it yet. One day the weight you carried will become wisdom. The pain you endured will become compassion, and the battles you survived will become the reason someone else keeps going. So don't lose yourself trying to fit into a world that keeps changing every minute. Real value was never found in temporary applause. There's something greater inside you, a quiet fire that refuses to disappear, a dream still waiting to awaken, a purpose deeper than fear, and no failure can erase it. Keep moving forward even if progress feels invisible. Rain still feeds the roots underground long before flowers appear. The strongest rivers do not rush loudly, they keep flowing, patiently shaping mountains over time. And maybe healing doesn't happen all at once, maybe it arrives slowly like dawn, replacing darkness little by little, breath by breath, light returning again. Tonight, release the pressure to be perfect, release the fear of disappointing everyone, release the need to control every tomorrow. Some things unfold beautifully only after surrendering the fear. You are allowed to rest, allowed to begin again, allowed to dream bigger than your past, allowed to believe that your future can still surprise you. There are still songs left to sing, still oceans left to see, still people waiting to meet the real you, still moments that will make your heart feel alive again. Even the stars need darkness to shine, even the moon rises after the longest night, and even broken hearts can learn how to love life again. So when the road feels uncertain, walk anyway. When fear whispers stop, keep going softly forward, because courage isn't always loud. Sometimes courage is simply refusing to quit. And somewhere ahead of you, beyond a season of waiting, a new beginning is already preparing your name. A brighter morning is already rising, a deeper peace is already finding its way to you. There are nights when the world feels colder, when crowded rooms still feel empty somehow, when laughter fades too quickly and silence becomes heavier than words. Everybody's searching for something, a reason, a direction, a light that never disappears. Maybe you've been fighting invisible battles, smiling while your heart quietly breaks, trying to stay strong for everyone else, while forgetting how to breathe for yourself. But listen closely tonight, your story is not over yet. The rain does not fall forever, the darkest sky still changes by morning, and even wounded hearts can learn how to rise again. You are more than your worst memories, more than your failures, more than the voices saying you're not enough. The world may measure people by success, but real strength is found in those who keep loving through pain. There's beauty in not giving up, beauty in beginning again, beauty in staying kind in a world becoming colder every day. Some dreams forward matters. Even the small ones, even the trembling ones, especially the ones nobody notices, because mountains are climbed quietly, and healing often happens in invisible places. Tonight, you don't have to carry tomorrow all at once. Just breathe, just keep moving gently forward, one heartbeat at a time. The city lights may fade, the trends may disappear, the noise of the world may constantly change, but truth remains steady, kindness remains powerful, love remains stronger than fear. There's a deeper peace waiting beyond anxiety, a calm untouched by chaos, a place inside the soul where hope still survives. And maybe that's what people are truly searching for. Not perfection, not endless attention, but something real, something honest, something that stays. So don't lose yourself chasing empty applause. Don't trade your peace for temporary acceptance. The strongest light comes from hearts that remain genuine. One day, you look back at this chapter and realize the struggle was building endurance, the waiting was building wisdom, and the pain was teaching compassion. Nothing meaningful grows without seasons, not forests, not oceans, not human hearts. So if life feels slow right now, trust the unseen growth happening within you. Roots grow deep, long before trees touch the sky. There are still beautiful moments ahead, unexpected conversations, new opportunities, fresh beginnings, quiet miracles hidden in ordinary days. And somewhere out there tonight, another soul feels exactly what you feel. Another heart is searching for hope too. Maybe your survival will become someone else's reason to continue. So hold on a little longer, dream a little bigger, love a little deeper, and keep believing that better days are still on their way. Because even after the longest storm, the horizon still learns how to shine again. Just again. Underneath the endless neon lights, beneath the noise of restless streets, millions of hearts are quietly searching for something real they cannot explain. A place to breathe, a reason to keep going, a light stronger than fear. Every day feels faster now, people scrolling through empty moments, smiling through hidden exhaustion, pretending everything is fine while silently wondering if life was meant to feel deeper than this. But somewhere beyond the pressure, beyond the endless comparison, there's a quiet voice inside the soul, whispering that you were made for more than survival, more than temporary attention, more than chasing things that never truly satisfy the heart. You were created to dream again, to love without fear, to rise after every failure, to become stronger through every storm. So when the night feels heavy and the future feels unclear, don't let hopelessness decide your direction. Some of the greatest transformations begin in unseen places. Seeds grow underground first, stars appear only in darkness, and strong hearts are formed through seasons. Nobody applauds. Maybe you don't see progress yet, maybe healing feels slow, maybe your prayers for change still seem unanswered by the world. But hidden growth is still growth. Every sunrise is proof that endings are never permanent. Every breath is another opportunity to begin again. There is power in continuing, even when nobody notices. Power in staying gentle in a world becoming harsh. Power in protecting your peace when chaos surrounds you. One day the same pain that almost broke you will become the wisdom that guides others, and the tears you cried in silence will water future joys. So don't be ashamed of your scars. They are proof you survived, proof you kept going, proof your heart still beats with courage. Tonight, let the pressure leave your shoulders. You don't have to solve your entire future at once. Life unfolds moment by moment, step by step, breath by breath. Some doors close to redirect you, some delays exist to protect you, and sometimes losing what you wanted makes space for something greater. Trust the timing of your journey, even when you don't understand it yet. The ocean doesn't rush to become beautiful. The sunrise never competes with the moon, and your life does not need to look like everyone else's to still carry extraordinary meaning. There's still goodness left in this world, still kindness, still sincerity, still people who care deeply, even if the internet rarely shows it. So keep becoming the kind of person who brings peace into crowded rooms, who gives hope to tired hearts, who chooses truth over popularity and love over pride. Because the strongest legacy is not built through fame alone, but through the lives changed by your presence. And when your heart finally looks back someday, you'll realize every storm carried hidden lessons, every delay carried hidden purpose, and every difficult season was preparing you for new light. Until then, keep your soul open to wonder, keep your dreams alive through uncertainty. Keep believing that brighter days are coming, because somewhere beyond this chapter, a beautiful new beginning is already waiting for you, Earth. The world keeps spinning faster, screens glowing through sleepless nights, people searching for meaning in places that never satisfy the soul. Everybody wants peace, but few know where to find it. Some carry invisible sadness, hidden behind beautiful photos. Some smile through silent battles nobody ever notices. And some hearts are simply tired from pretending to stay strong. Maybe that's you tonight. standing in the middle of uncertainty, wondering if things will ever change, wondering if hope still exists somewhere beyond the noise. Listen carefully, even now, your life still carries purpose. Not because everything is perfect, not because the road is easy, but because light shines brightest in people who keep going through darkness. You were never meant to become another empty reflection of trends that disappear tomorrow. You were made for something deeper, something lasting, something real. There is strength inside compassion, wisdom inside patience, power inside gentleness, and freedom inside truth. The world may celebrate loud voices, but quiet hearts often carry the deepest courage. So when life becomes overwhelming, pause for a moment. Look at the sky, the oceans, the rain against the window, the sunrise after long nights. Creation still whispers that beauty survives chaos. Every season changes, eventually pain does not last forever. Storms lose their power, and winter always makes room for spring. One day, you'll realize this difficult chapter was not destroying you, it was shaping endurance inside your soul. The delays were teaching patience, the loneliness was teaching depth, and the waiting was teaching trust. Nothing meaningful grows instantly, not forests, not mountains, not people with strong hearts. So stop measuring your life by somebody else's timeline. Some journeys bloom slowly, but carry extraordinary beauty. There are dreams inside you, still waiting to awaken. Visions too important to abandon, hope too valuable to lose. Even now, new opportunities are quietly moving toward you. New strength is forming within you, and new beginnings are preparing to arrive. Don't let temporary fear control an eternal future. Fear builds walls, but hope opens roads. And maybe the bravest thing you can do tonight is simply continue forward, even softly, even slowly, even with trembling hands. Because courage is not always loud. Sometimes courage is waking up again, choosing to believe again, choosing to love again. After disappointment tried to harden your heart, the world needs people who still choose kindness, who still protect honesty, who still carry peace into chaos, who still believe light matters. So protect your soul carefully. Not everything popular is meaningful. Not everything shining is true. And not every crowd is heading toward life. Walk toward what brings peace, toward what brings sincerity, toward what helps people breathe again. One day, the confusion will become clarity, the pain will become wisdom, and the tears will become testimony of how you survived the storm. Until then, keep your eyes lifted beyond the darkness. Keep your dreams alive through uncertainty. And keep believing, that even now, beautiful things are still unfolding ahead of you. Her.
Sometimes the strongest people are the ones nobody notices, the ones carrying silent pain while still showing kindness to others, the ones fighting invisible battles yet choosing to smile one more day. In this fast-moving world, everybody is rushing somewhere, searching for success, for recognition, for something to fill the emptiness inside. But the soul was never designed to live only for temporary things. There's a deeper longing within every heart, a desire for peace that actually lasts, a truth that doesn't change with trends, a hope stronger than fear, a love stronger than loneliness. Maybe you spent years feeling tired, trying to become everything for everyone, trying to hold your life together while quietly falling apart inside. But tonight, you don't have to pretend anymore. Take a breath, slow down for a moment. The world will keep spinning, but your heart still matters. You are not a machine, not a number, not a forgotten face in the crowd. Your existence carries meaning, even on the days you cannot see it yourself. The sunrise does not ask permission to shine. The ocean does not apologize for its depth. And you do not need to prove your worth to deserve peace. Some seasons feel endless. Some nights feel unbearably long. But darkness has never defeated the morning, and storms have never stopped the sky from clearing again. One day, you will understand why certain doors closed, why certain people left, why certain dreams shattered. Sometimes life removes what is temporary to make room for something real. So don't lose hope during the waiting. Not every unanswered moment is rejection. Some pauses are preparation, some silence is protection, and some detours are leading you somewhere better. Even now, your future is still unfolding quietly, like flowers opening before sunrise, like rivers carving mountains over time. Healing rarely happens loudly, growth often happens invisibly, and transformation usually begins long before anyone notices the change. So if you feel weak today, keep going gently. If your heart feels heavy, keep breathing slowly. You do not need to have everything figured out tonight. The moon still shines, even surrounded by darkness. And your soul can too. There is strength in staying soft and remaining honest, in protecting kindness, in refusing to become cold, despite everything life has thrown at you. The world desperately needs people who still choose compassion, who still value truth, who still help others breathe easier. Because real greatness is not measured only by fame, but by the peace your life brings to others. One conversation can change a heart, one act of kindness can save a soul, one
fear tells you the story is over, remember this. Some of the most beautiful chapters begin after everything seemed impossible. The road ahead may still feel uncertain, but uncertainty does not mean abandonment. There is still light beyond this season, still purpose beyond this pain, still beauty waiting beyond this chapter. So lift your eyes again tonight, protect the dream still alive within you, and keep walking toward the light, even if all you can see is the next small step forward.